Okay, hi everyone. I want you guys to meet Cornell. He is one of the loyal customers that we have here in Aphro-D. Okay, so I'm just really excited to hear your story. Can you take us like back? When was the first time that you took Aphro-D and what were the effects?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Honestly, I don't know the year, but it was a few years ago. I think I was one of the first people who actually tried it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also, I think we have like the OG stuff, so I was there. Uh,
Yeah.
so the first time that I tried it, honestly, I thought the taste was awful. I never tasted something that bad, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it was I don't know, like natural. It was great. It was a great challenge that we had back then in the group.
Yeah.
So the effects, the first thing that I've noticed actually is that I was able to focus better for longer periods of time. That was a really big one for me.
Mm.
And also, after I took it, I felt like a surge of energy. So I think those were like the two most
Mm.
obvious things that I've noticed. And that was like
Mm.
an immediate.
Right. So those are the top two, right? Like instant energy kick and the peace of
Exactly.
mind. Huh.
Exactly. And
Okay.
then in terms of like the long-term results, if I combine it with the proper training and everything that I learned in the group, like the sleep was a big one for me also
Yeah.
when I combine it with Aphro-D. And actually, right now that I remember, taking Aphro-D and fixing my sleep actually got me dreaming again. I think for like 2 years I never dreamed. When I was sleeping, I would just close my eyes and then wake up. But I remember this really, I actually remember this. I started to dream again and I was like, just what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah.
So,
Cool. But what made you decide to buy Aphro-D in the first place?
for me was Farhan. So I knew him before and I
Mm.
knew that he's all about like optimizing testosterone, doing that on a natural
Mm.
ways. And at the time I wanted to learn more about it. Basically, I was like a noob. I didn't know anything about it. And rather
Mm.
than spending, I don't know, years, months or years to learn about this and maybe getting the wrong information from the wrong people,
Mm.
I trusted Farhan, so I was like, all right, let's do this. First, I want to learn everything that I can, the fastest way possible. And then Aphro-D actually came as a nice bonus because it was like the best supplement on this part. So we just launched that, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this seems to be a great deal. So this is how I got started.
Okay. All understood. Um, but how is it helping you now? Like in your day-to-day life, day-to-day activities?
So I think it's a really nice supplement to add to the stack and takes basically it's a blend. So because of that, I don't have to take others. So it basically reduces the number of supplements that I'm taking. Really easy to take since you guys put it in capsules. Much practical.
Mm,
But overall, right now, I think it's a nice ad, or it goes really well with the gym and just
mm,
like high intensity efforts. I like to train a lot.
mm,
And
mm,
also back when I started, I think initially the blood test that I did, I had like the testosterone was like 300, maybe less than 400, so it was like really bad, and I was like 20 years old. And
mm,
right now, I I took my blood test again, I think 2 weeks ago, and it's
mm,
like 800 or something. I'm not sure how it's in the US, like the reference ranges, but for when I
mm,
where I took it, it was above the reference, so it was above the maximum limit, let's say.
mm. Okay.
So for that fact with the training actually helped me a lot, like
Mm.
really helped.
Okay. So before though, when you were not taking Afro D, right? What's the difference? Like you not taking it before versus you taking it now?
You mean the way I feel?
Yeah, when it comes to like training or just like for your example, you were not dreaming before, you were not in deep sleep
Yes.
before, right? So if you can still remember, maybe you can take us back when, when you were not taking Aphro-D, like what were you like? What's going up here? And, is your body like into training at all? Or is it just, I don't know.
You got it. Well, it's a little bit hard for me right now because I feel like the state that Aphrodite gives is normalized for me right now. So it's basically the way
Ah.
I feel. And but if I would be to compare it with before, as I was
Mm,
saying, the increased focus, that was a big thing. The energy, that was another
okay.
one.
Yeah.
And I think J it made me more aggressive, but not like aggressive physically or like in a bad way, but just pursuing
Mm,
the stuff that I wanted
mm,
with more, not necessarily passion, but more intensely. So I think that
mm.
was another big benefit. But right now it feels like it calms me and it grounds me. I think that's the benefit that I can still see. So if I'm not
Right.
taking it, I might get a little bit all over the place at some point. I'm like really creative and I used to go in all of the place the thoughts. I just take a bunch. I just think about a lot of things at the same time. But what I'm
Mm,
thinking it is just like it guides me and it helps me focus on the things that actually I
mm.
need to do. And also
Okay.
with the training, I think if it's that nice boost of energy for sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And the drive too, right?
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
And it helps me train more intensely. Because I think it's
Mm,
also due to the focus part because it lets me focus more, but overall
yeah.
it's that like the drive and the aggressiveness when I'm training and more intensity.
Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. I think that's it for us.
Awesome.
Please don't forget to hit and subscribe and let me know in the comments whatever you want me to cover next.